Hey, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of Mondays with Mondane. This is where we dive deep into life, love, liberty, and democracy, and now more than ever, just simply the truth. I'm your host, Edie Mondane, and tonight, we are ready to deal with what's happening right in plain sight. Come on to the table, let's talk about that. This episode is more than a commentary. It's a clarion call, because while we're scrolling and streaming, something dangerous is happening in plain sight. One by one, they're disappearing. Not because they failed, not because they lied, but because they told the truth. Don Lemon, Tiffany Cross, Roland Martin, Joy Reid, all powerful voices, fired, pushed out, silenced. And why? Because they had the courage to connect the dots, to say what we know to be true, that America is playing games with truth, and the cost is our democracy. There were protesters breaking out across the nation and the world, and what do you hear on TV? Silence, or worse, distraction. They're feeding us gossip, scandals, and clickbait about Barack and Michelle Obama, but that's just misdirection. Because behind the curtain, a sitting president played Russian roulette with the economy, not for your benefit, but to make sure his billionaire friends became trillionaires. Let me make it plain. They weren't supporting him for politics. They were buying power. He delivered, and at what price? Our dignity, our media, our truth. This ain't new. The South never conceded the Civil War. That spirit still lingers in the halls of Congress, in boardrooms, and on our airways, and it dreams of putting the black man especially back beneath the boot. It dreams of discrediting our leaders, questioning their character, and erasing our voices. And so I say, this is what's happening. An unsettling force is rising. This just ain't about vengeance, it's about vision. We are standing in the gap now between what is and what must be. Dr. King told us there are times when silence becomes betrayal, and this is that time. So don't you dare let the silence fool you. There is a movement in the streets. There's a power rising from the ground, but we must amplify it. We must protect the truth tellers. We must become the truth. If not, hope itself will be lost. That's it for today. Stand strong, speak truth. I need you to be the unsettling force. This is Mondays with Mondane. Until next time, stay woke, stay wise, and keep rising. I need to do a special shout out to our sponsors. Pochon's Cafe de la Soul, 8139 North Denver, right here in the Kenton District. Aunties and Tanties Daycare Services, nurturing our babies and everybody's babies everywhere with excellence. Adorn Electric, lighting up our lives and lighting our way forward, even on this set. And of course, Celebration Tabernacle, my biggest contributor. We want you to come and worship with us every Sunday morning at 8131 North Denver Avenue, right here in Portland, Oregon. And to our outstanding production team, Deanna, Andy, Robin, and Paul, none of them is bigger than the other, and they all stand tall, and they hold up the lens, baby. If this episode spoke to you, and it shook your spirit a little bit, share it. If you thought, and it made you think, talk about it to your friends and tell them we're here, and follow us here on Facebook and right there, and YouTube, right there. Turn on your notifications so you never miss a beat, because here on Mondays with Mondane, it's not just about the music, it's about the message. See you next time. You know, I talk about a lot about knowing where you came from to know where you're going. Well, I came from the projects of St. Louis, Missouri, and I ended up into the majestic mountaintops of Portland, Oregon. It's been a wonderful journey, and Lewis and Clark took that journey from St. Louis to Portland, and I took it too. It talks about who I am, and as I'm with you often in the in cyberspace or on websites or on the what do you call it, social media, I want you to know a little bit about me and who I am. This book talks about my fantasies, my failures, my triumphs, and more than that, it talks about the resiliency of being able to continue to go forward regardless of the odds. I'd get a copy. It's called From Maladies to Melodies. And I hope that you enjoy it and give me some feedback. God bless.
Hey, it's time for you to come to Post Shine. Check out that catfish sandwich. Oh my goodness, is that the shrimp po' boy? Man, look at that chocolate chip cake. Man, I need to get over to Post Shines at 8139 North Denver right now because this food looks delicious. Or call if you'd like, 503-978-9000. And don't miss it, you'll be sorry.
In times gone past, we find ourselves making excuses so that people reminded, ooh, I've got to get home and tend to the brand new missus. I need some time alone. Can't this wait until I finish texting on my phone?